Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know I don't know where you live, but here it's been a beautiful, finally starting to cool off day. So I understand if you're still out playing in the wonderful weather. I totally get it. But for those of you who are joining us, we are so excited that you have decided to take 30 minutes out of your evening and learn about this amazing technology that we're going to talk about tonight. So we are just thrilled that you're here. My name is Nikki McCutchen. I will be your host. Please know that whoever invited you to the call tonight must really care about you to want you to know about this technology. Uh, so, like I said, it'll be for 30 minutes. We're going to talk about the X39. At the end, I will be answering questions. And if you have any stories you want to tell or things that you've seen with the technology, and definitely for those of you who are new, please do come on and ask your questions. But we want to start with the medical disclaimer. Tonight, what we will be sharing is for informational purposes only. All LifeWave products are not intended to treat, cure, diagnose any disease. If you have any medical conditions or are pregnant or nursing, please check with your physician first. So, with that, I am going to start to explain to you what this amazing little patch does. I have one on my elbow. I feel like I always have one on my elbow. Um, anyway, it is completely non-transdermal. Okay. This technology is completely sealed on both sides, meaning that nothing is transferring from the patch into your body. It is all operational through this amazing how should I say, creation that God has given us called photobiomodulation. And that's just a big word for light making change in the body. You all already know what this is, and you'll understand why I say it's what God has given us. Because when we walk out into the sun and the sun hits our skin and our eyes, it tells our body to start making vitamin D and to do what vitamin D was designed to do in our bodies. And that's human vitamin D. So it's what's already there. It's not something that we're having to take exogenously and put into our bodies. Because even though we need to take vitamin D, that most people need to take vitamin D, it is still not superior to what God has already placed in our bodies. And so when we use what He's given us, the sun, and allow the sun to hit our bodies, it tells our body to do what we were designed to do. That is exactly how this technology works. Only we are the light source. So now it's not the sun that is the light source. It is us that is the light source. We emit a low grade infrared light. You all already know this as well because every time you see a movie and they're in the dark and they're looking through night vision goggles and you see all of those beautiful colors, they call it a heat signature. It's actually a low grade infrared light. That low grade infrared light hits that little patch that is made of a crystal lattice structure that is organic, that starts to break down after 12 hours. It's made up of amino acids, sugars, and salts that are reflective. And so that infrared light hits that technology, reflects back into our body at a specific frequency, telling different peptides to get up and to get active and to start working the way that God designed them. Just like when the sun hits our skin and it tells our body to make vitamin D, the exact same way. And so what happens is with this technology, you can actually put it anywhere on your body because that infrared light comes out of us everywhere. So if you have a spot that's giving you an issue, we just tell you to put it right on the spot. We do have clinically tested spots. There's over 90 clinical studies. There's over 150 patents that tell us that this product and technology does what it says that it will do based on those things. But you can actually wear it anywhere you want to, because that infrared light comes out everywhere on our bodies. Our recommendation is that you wear it 12 hours on and 12 hours off. 12 hours on to activate and repair, 12 hours off to give your body a break, because any type of red light therapy product that you use, your body will get used to that signaling. And whatever it's signaling in your body's going to say, "Oh my goodness, stop making me work. I'm tired." So if you wear this technology longer than 12 hours, your body's going to be like, I don't want to keep being signaled and told to work. I'm too tired for that. So we recommend 12 hours off. Put it on in the morning when you get up, take it off at night when you go to bed. The next day, put on a brand new patch. So super easy. I was talking to somebody today. There is nothing that is this easy. We were talking about doing parasite cleansing and what I have done with that, and all the supplements and all the things that you have to keep up with on a daily basis to do that well and help those parasites move out of your body. With this, all you have to do is put on a little sticker, and GHKCU is what gets activated in your body. GHK copper peptide gets activated in your body. If you Google that, or if you go onto PubMed and you type that in, you're going to get a long list of things that GHK does in the body. I'm only going to go over a few of them with you, but I encourage you to look that up because this is one of those things in our body that is an absolutely amazing peptide. When I was talking to a DO about this peptide, he had actually been looking for a way to activate this in your body, a clean source, because there are GHKCU injectables that you can use. But his problem was he wasn't finding them in a clean source. So he was so excited when he found this technology because guess what? We are the clean source. Our body has the clean source of GHKCU. And so, what GHKCU does, one of the first things that it does is that it activates dormant stem cells. Okay, this is super exciting. Your stem cells, when you're 30, half of your stem cells start to go dormant. By the time you're 60, you only have 10% that are any longer active in your body. So when you think about between 30 and 60, all the illness, all the disease, all the aches and pains that just start happening in your body and in your life. If you can get those stem cells that are just there, they're dormant, it's the normal aging body process. If you can get them up and going again, imagine the kind of things that can start happening in your body. The only thing that is comparable to this in particular part of GHKCU is a stem cell injection. You're going to pay thousands and thousands of dollars if you have something going on, a body part that needs to be injected, that you're wanting to do a stem cell injection with. This is pennies on the dollar. We're talking about less than a cup of coffee a day to get those activated dormant stem cells going again in your own body. Again, like I said, if you can activate something in your own body, it will always be far superior to anything that you are going to take or inject into your body because it's not what's already there. You're forcing it, trying to force your body or cause your body to do something else. And this is all supporting your own body's natural processes. So that's one of the first things this GHKCU does. Another thing that it does is it helps to support your cardiovascular system. So every part of your cardiovascular system, your heart, your blood vessels, the lining of your blood vessels, all of these things begin to be supported at the molecular level, at the mitochondrial level, start to work properly. I have seen so many people, my husband included. This was one of those things. I think it was just last week that I texted you all. So he hasn't checked his blood pressure in probably about a year. We've been doing this almost 2 years now. When he started on the technology, um, his blood pressure did start to normalize, start to come down. He was always supposed to be on medication. He was never good about taking his medication, so it was just kind of here or there. And it came down to about, I think it was like 138 over like 92. That was really the lowest I think that we had checked it at that point. So we had to get some blood work done for some insurance stuff. And so the gal came out to take, our blood pressure, take our blood, do all this stuff. 118 over 82. Oh my goodness. I was so excited. I was like, this is amazing. Like, totally normal range. And like I said, he hasn't checked it, or he hasn't taken any medication, hasn't done anything like that for well over a year now. So that was super exciting. I was super excited about that. So as you can see, and that's not just him, I've heard that story across the board with lots of people, that this helps to support every area of your cardiovascular system. It also helps with wound healing. So if you know someone who is going to have surgery, or who has had surgery, or has has cuts or scrapes or things like that. It helps with all of that because GHKCU elevates the collagen level. So, what's really interesting about the body is as your body ages, your stem cells go dormant, and the collagen kind of works in that same way. So, by the time you're 60, you have 80% of your collagen that is no longer working on your behalf. Collagen in your body is foundational for not just hair, skin, and nails, but for your bones, for your muscles, for your tissue to be supported so that every part of your body can work right. So that's a third thing that is major that GHKCU supports. It also supports the immune system. Fourth thing, all of us want to have healthy, strong immune systems so that we can go and do whatever we want to go and do, that we can be around whoever we want to be around because we feel good. We don't have cough, sickness, and even sometimes when we get those things, maybe they don't hang on as long. Maybe we get over it. Maybe it doesn't, it's not as bad as it would have been because we have GHKCU supported in our bodies. So, the recommendation is that you wear this technology 1 month for every decade you are old. So, if you're 50, you want to wear it for 5 months to really see what the technology can do for you. Now, you might say, well, Nikki, why would I want to continue to wear it? You told me 5 months, I'm 50. Because what starts to happen is if you decide you want to continue to wear it longer than that, it will begin to have a compounding effect in your body, meaning more and more dormant stem cells get up and reset to a younger, healthier state. So as you started wearing this technology, 4,000 genes begin to reset to a younger, healthier state. So more and more stem cells are going to reset to a younger, healthier state. What we are talking about is not just anti aging. We are talking about a product that supports your body to age reverse. We're talking about longevity. We are talking about for however many days the good Lord leaves you here on this earth, that you get to live those days to their fullest, that you are able to participate in whatever He leads you to, whatever He guides you to, that you can do those things to the fullest because your body is operating at an optimal level. That is the technology that we have to offer you, that someone invited you to this call tonight to find out what it is this is all about, what they are raving about, why are they wanting you to know about this? It's because of all the benefits that GHKCU actually does for your body. So, with that, also one little extra tidbit that I will throw out there is that's key is hydration. Hydration for anything. I did this event this weekend, and every time I put a patch on someone, I always have them take a drink of water. So, the normal question always is, what's the water for? Why are we drinking the water? Well, it's because in your body, for anything healthy process to happen in your body, the cells have to be able to communicate to do what God designed them to do. So it's not just for this technology to work, even though the technology will work better. It's going to allow your cells to talk to each other. So as that energy flows from cell to cell and it communicates, it's going to work better because you have the hydration. But that's important for any type of health goal that you have. Hydration is key. So not just the water, but good, clean, healthy water, as well as with minerals, electrolytes being sodium, potassium, magnesium, having a balanced source of that as well. And so that's just another little key in there to have this technology work better. But just for your body overall, you want to drink at least half your body weight in ounces every single day. If you exercise, if you are in sauna, if you're out working in the yard and you're sweating, then that means you actually need more than just half your body weight in ounces. These patches will also, I've heard many times that people feel thirsty. It's because your body is, those cells are communicating to each other. And it's like waving this white flag going, please give me some water in here because we're getting ready to do some work. So take that hydration, make sure you're drinking good, clean, healthy water with this technology. So with that, I would love to have the opportunity to answer your questions. Please write them in the chat. I think there might be a few things in the chat. Let me see. You can raise your hand. You can come on and ask your questions. Oh, shoot. I hope you can hear me, Margie. That was at the beginning. I hope you ended up being able to hear me okay. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, okay, so yes, please, or if you have a story, maybe you have a story you want to tell me of something that you've seen with the patches. I have an amazing story. Okay, you can hear me better. Awesome. Thanks, Margie. Sorry about that, that I didn't catch that right away. So this weekend, Margie and I were actually did an event together. So much fun. I love her so much, you all. This team is so amazing. We have such wonderful people that we get to work with that we meet because of this technology. It's just such a blessing. And so Margie is just one of my most favorite people, and she's a hard worker like me. We just work, work, work. So we don't even get to talk to each other that much. Even at the event this weekend, like, she was patching people, I was patching people. We were just working. But isn't that just how it is? Is like-minded people find each other and they work together and they enjoy every minute of it. So anyway, I this one story I have to tell you. This girl, she was like in her 20s, so very young, but has that CRPS. I think I'm having the right syndrome. It's that syndrome that they call like the suicide syndrome because they're in so much pain all the time that it's just miserable. So she had like an actual like frequency type pump thing that she wore just to keep her at a level 8, pain level kind of a deal. And it's amazing how people get used to pain because I would think if I was at a level of pain, of 8, I can't even imagine being somewhere and walking around at an event like that. Like that's mind blowing to me because just watching her, you would have never guessed that her level was that high. Anyway, I started to patch her. Um, and it was just incredible because so her she didn't even have normal color like flesh, color like you see on me. I started to patch her with the Eon and the Ice Wave, and the X39, and her color started coming back in her hands. And her friend that was with her said, she pulled out her hand and she's like, yeah, I see your hand, flushing. I was afraid that you were getting ready to have an episode. And she was like, the girl was just like staring at her hand in disbelief, because the color was coming back. And then she turned her hand over like this, and there was which obviously on my hand you're not going to see it, but there's a vein that runs right here that was literally like bulging up like this, tightening up, and then releasing, and then tightening up and releasing. And then it would stop. It's finally stopped pulsating and just relaxing. She looks at me, tears in her eyes, um, and starts bawling. And like I'm thinking, okay, I hope this is good. I hope she's okay. She's like, you don't understand. She's like, I can't even tell you the last time that I felt my pain start to reduce and go down. If she was the only one that I patched that day, that would have made this worth it. That's why I do this. I know that's why you guys do this, is because we can actually make a difference in people's lives. We don't have to know all about health, and technology and have it all together and dot our I's and cross our T's. We don't have to know all these things about health. To be able to put a tiny little sticker on somebody and know that it can do amazing things in their life. We don't have to have a big background. Yes, I know I have a Bachelor of Science and you guys get to hear me talk about all these things. But the thing is we don't have to. We don't have to have any of that. It's because we love people. It's because we had an experience with the product that changed our lives that we then want to go and share this with others, no matter what that ends up looking like for us. There is an amazing, financial aspect to this business that is truly life-changing as well. But I know many of you that I know well, we do this because of that one girl that I got to meet on Saturday. And so young, so much life in front of her. You want her to be able to live it to the fullest. You want her to be able to do whatever God has called her and designed her to do, to live out that calling. So anyway, just incredible, incredible. I got to patch so many people, had so many people reduce, pain. It just Truly, truly a blessing, but that was just one of those stories that, it would if she was the only one that I would have ever seen that day, it would have been so worth, everything for me to have, been there and been able to do that. So, um, anyway, Margie, do you have any stories you wanna share from this weekend of somebody that stood out to you? Or anybody else, please come on. Sorry, I know after a story like that, you feel like, "Well, my story is not any big deal now." No, trust me, every story is a big deal, no matter what it is, no matter what kind of pain it is, no matter because that's why we do it, right? We're all at different places in our lives. And so, yes,
Yes.
Pastor Ed, please come on.
Thank you, Vicky. That was Nikki. That was an incredible testimony. I appreciate that. And after patching people so many years of different testimonies and experiences that we have with people crying and just experiencing no pain at all, it doesn't get old. No
That's
matter
right.
how many people we do. This weekend, I have one of our kids, actually our kids coach, soccer coach, came over because he saw somebody wearing had the patch on their dog, and he's got a sick dog that he was thinking of. He might have to put him to sleep because the dog is in so much pain. And he remembered that I was showing him the patches 3 years ago. I patched his dad, and so he said, "You know what? Let me call Pastor Ed. I'm gonna see if he still sells his patches." And of course, I haven't changed. I'm still sharing the patches with everybody. And so his whole intention has never been that of helping other people, but helping himself, but just other people. So when I patched his dad, that was for his dad. And even 3 years ago, I said, "Coach, you mind if I patch you?" And he's like, "No, no, I'm fine." Not knowing that he's been suffering from arthritis and pain on his back. He's been a coach for a long, long time, so he's got a lot of wear and tear on his body, and he's in a lot of pain 6 to 7 every day. And I'm like, "Coach, you could have told me that. I would have demanded to bat you." But he's like, "No, it's okay." But again, thinking about his dogs. And I'm like, "You're thinking about your dog. Imagine what it can do this to you." And so
Mhm.
Vicky helped me patch him. We put a Eon in the back of his neck. His pain went down half of it. And then we put Ice Wave, which is our step number 2. And his pain went down a little bit. And then Vicky said, "You have to put X39 on him." And of course, we don't do X39 on anybody. We only do like family, people that we know are very close to. And the shows like you did, I wouldn't put X39. It's just too much of an expensive patch, and too wonderful of a patch to be able to do that. And but if you're selling them like you were doing it at the show, then so be it, right? So anyhow, we put the patch on, and this morning he texted me. He said, actually, let me read the text because I don't want to ruin the what he said to me, which is really totally incredible. So I said to him, just wanted to know how you feel about wearing the patches and so forth. He says, "If I'm 100% honest, I had and still have zero pain on my back right now."
Wow.
Wow.
He says, "I took the
Praise God.
patch
That's
off,
wonderful.
and and when he woke up, he took the patch off, and I said, 'Wow, that is incredible, coach.'" I said, "Praise God for all this technology and amazing." He says, "I am totally amazed." And of course, I went on talking, and how I love to talk. And he said that he is has spoken to a lot of people about this, and they're all extremely, extremely interested. And then, of course, he asked me how we're gonna go about patching this dog, and I gave him all the answers. But I just want you encourage you guys, because you might talk to some people and they might shove you off and they might say, "No, I'm not interested at this moment." And no doesn't necessarily mean no. It just means that they don't have all the answers just yet, or they might not be ready. The timing is not right. So 3 years later, the timing is right for him, and the timing is right for us to be able to help him. So I just wanted to thank God. Vicky helped me patching him. Of course, the pathologist that she is always knows exactly what to do. And that was exactly what we needed to do for him. So I just want to give God glory for that. Thank you.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. That's so awesome. Yes. Margie, did
Oh,
you have
can I add
something?
something?
Oh,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
sorry.
please do. No, you're
I
good.
just wanted to add in there that he was now on a Humira injection for the arthritis. And also his hand, he couldn't make a fist with his hand. They were swollen and like these two fingers would lock and stuff. So yeah, after that, and like not even 15-20 minutes of having the Eon on, we were just talking. I rescanned him, shooting the breeze, and then finally I said, how's your hand doing? And he went like that, and he just kept doing it. And he's looking like turning his head like he was curious. And he's like, huh. He goes, I got a grip. I haven't had that happen in 3 years. And I was like, praise God. But yes, it's just miracle after miracle. So
Yes, that's so awesome. Yes, that's exactly right. And like Pastor Ed was saying, that's the crazy thing is that I was selling the patches for $5 a patch just out of the booth as I was patching people. But there was one lady that I patched who she had pain in her feet. So we had her sitting down and I was putting, the taking her shoes off and she wasn't able to pull up her Cash App, and all of that. So we, took the patches off her or whatever. But even just that short amount of time, because she would rotate her ankle over and the pain would just shoot. And so I'd taken the patches off. And so she just kept even rolling her ankle. She's like, there's no pain there now. Like the pain hasn't even come back yet. I mean, like, and I don't, because, I don't take my patches off. So when I have pain of some sort, I don't take them off to see if the pain's still gone, but she was just like freaking out because she was like, the pain, it's just not coming back. Like, look at my foot. I can't believe it. So, which, I didn't even know it would do that as well, like you're talking about, Vicky. Like it's just, I mean, even not having the patches on and just getting that pain frequency to break in the body. And then what your body, is designed and able and capable of doing just because you gave it just a few minutes or a few seconds of support. I mean, our bodies are, I mean, the Lord has made us truly fearfully and wonderfully made. That's for sure. Come on, Margie, come on.
Okay, so my experience was hello to everybody. Love you all. I, for the first time, I patched. This was my first experience patching, and it was life changing for me. I mean, we were there from 10 in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, nonstop. And I will say this to everyone, this was sent for me by the Lord. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And for us to be a witness to people through this amazing technology, there was one lady that she was in so much pain. When I patched her, I laid my hand on her and I said, I would like to pray for you.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, oh, I would love that. And so while I patched her, I prayed for her and her pain went away. And she's one of the customers that wants to order immediately. But if we see this, everybody, as a blessing to others, there's so many people out there hurting. There were so many people that came to our booth because they were looking for answers. They were looking for hope. And we have that in our hands.
Mm-hmm.
We have it. We just have to share with a passion and believe that God is opening these doors for all of us to be able to minister this amazing technology.
Mm-hmm.
God bless you.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes, that's exactly right. That's why we do what we're doing. We're called to do it and yeah, to be used by the Lord for sure. Thank you so much, Margie, for sharing. So Chuck, I don't know if you had a crossover between the patches and meditation and deep breathing, or I don't know if you just wanted to make a comment, but we do have a few minutes left if you want to come on. You're cracking me up with your comment. Oh,
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm going to take 15 seconds. I learned how to meditate many years ago, but meditation and deep breathing prior to taking the patches and concentrating on what the patches and thinking about what the patches will do for you in a holistic way and understanding what the patches actually do for you. Today I actually took the energy patches for the first time, and oh, hands down, it's just amazing,
Yeah.
just amazing. The X39, the Eon, everything else is great, but yeah, no, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Thank
That's
you.
awesome. Absolutely. I'm so glad you came on. And I saw Leslie make a comment too. My little chat box is so tiny. So just so you know as well, like with her comment, so she's actually a massage therapist, a wonderful massage therapist here in town. And she was just, attending the event. I had told, everybody I know about the event, to come because there were just all kinds of amazing people in our community who are into natural health. And so it's just a great way to connect to like-minded people. Anyway, she had come. Well, she must have invited some people as well. So one of her clients I was able to patch, and literally, again, young gal, completely got her out of pain. And her pain, I'm just patching the Eon on the C7 to the back of the neck. And when they're young, it's just amazing. Their bodies they have all their stem cells, so they want to work. So her pain wasn't even in her neck. I mean, it was lower, and so it all went away. All her pain went away. And so then she's telling me that because like she wanted to get obviously she felt good, so she wanted some patches right there. But that Leslie, she was a client of Leslie's, and she thought Leslie was crazy. She was like, I didn't, Leslie's been telling me about these patches. And so, but I just thought she was crazy. She's like, clearly she's not. Like, I can't believe this right now. Like, I'm in total shock because I thought she was crazy. And of course, I told her, absolutely. She's like, well, I feel like I should buy these from Leslie. I'm like, absolutely. You need to go buy them from Leslie for sure. So I'm literally texting Leslie, while I'm at the event, telling her she has a client that's at my booth. I just got her out of pain. Anyway, so that's what we do here. Like, this is all about you getting back to the person who invited you to this call. If you're in my area and you send somebody to an event that I have, I'm going to tell them to come back and purchase those patches from you, because that's what this is all about: getting to help the people that you know, getting to help the people that you love, and all of us helping each other together. So, let me see, was there one more comment that I just missed? Yes. So anyway, yes, that's what this is all about. Please get back to the person who invited you this call. Margie's just saying, we're so excited to see everyone in Dallas that's going to the convention, on Thursday. So we know several people are flying in from all over the place, and we'll be driving there. And so we're super excited about that. We're super excited about whatever new technology we're going to get. That we have this amazing thing in the X39 that it has a 96% effectiveness rate. Whatever we're getting ready to come out with and be launched this coming weekend has 100% effectiveness rate. I am so excited. And so I know you all are too. Hopefully we're going to be able to come home with those things, as well as start ordering it right away. That would be amazing as well, because I know we're all going to want to start using it right away with everything else that we have our hands on. So with that, we pray blessing over each and every one of you. And our next call, I guess you're not having the call on Wednesday, right? Not Wednesday either. So our next call won't
No.
be, right. Okay. Our next call won't be until next Monday night. I'll be back on next Monday night. Please continue to invite your friends and guests. We want to help as many people as we possibly can. And so, yes, with that, we pray blessing over each and every one of you, and just have a blessed night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night. God
Bye.
bless.
Thank you,
God
Nikki.
bless. Yes.